Hey everyone, welcome back to TBM Sports. Let's get into the Sunday, August 3rd action, and let's kick this video off as we get into my best bets. But I will share with you guys, we're going to come out swinging here today, and I do apologize for yesterday. One of the worst picking days I've had on the channel, and sometimes you just got to wear it, okay? So you are welcome to fade me. We got the Sunday red on, so hoping we get some Tiger-esque action here as we run the MLB board, and I'll talk to you guys about kind of where my head's at with a lot of these plays. And I am going to give out a parlay. Don't really do that too often, but hey, what the hell? Can't really do anything worse than we did yesterday. So we're looking to bounce back, not getting emotional as always, stacking units and still kind of, sometimes you just gotta wear one, right? And it just happens, right? But we're still up on the last 30 days, and a 2-week period has been absolutely insane here. Pretty much since a week before the All-Star break, we went on a little run there. So let's get into the action. I am using oddsjam today to show you guys the best numbers available. Keep that in mind. If you do want to try out oddsjam, there will be a link down below in the description. And I want to get into kind of the first game on the docket because it was unfortunate. Nothing really went my way yesterday, and this is exactly why. The torrential downpour that we saw at Bristol Motor Speedway. Guys, I was all about that. I know I did my video, I mentioned it, but the Chase Burns strikeouts, I think he had 2 in the first half of the first inning. And simply put, sometimes just getting these weird, unorthodox stadiums or venues, whatever, as a hitter, sometimes you just can't pick the baseball up. And when somebody's throwing 101 miles per hour, it just makes that a little bit challenging there on the back end. Not to mention they had a crap load of rain, and it was just basically national television watching people spread kitty litter for what those people paid that premium to go to that game between the Braves and the Reds there in Tennessee. Okay, so they are going to run that one back today. I will talk about kind of what we have going on. No indication for me. I don't know. I really doubt that they're going to just fire up these pitchers once again. I don't know. Who knows? It could have just been where they go to the next guy in the rotation. That's kind of what they usually do. Going to stay away from this one, right? I think this is one where we could see a lot of runs as well, if you do want to get kind of involved in that regard. Okay, next game, the Milwaukee Brewers and the Washington Nationals. We're going to go left to right down the columns here as we break down the card. All right, I do like the Milwaukee Brewers quite a bit here, and I think that as you look at them, basically even money here at a -1.5 price. We do get Mizorowski going, as well as kind of a narrative here where the wind's blowing in a little bit. The Brewers are on the road, but I think this one gets a little bit lower scoring to the vest. And if the Brewers do have one of their offensive games where they break out, getting 7, 8, 9 runs, we'll consider this one a pretty strong performance as the Brewers look to win this game on the run line. So let's take that one. That will be my first official play. I would like to back the Blue Jays and Chris Bassett, but it's been one going against Seth Lugo as well. It's going to be one where we're going to pass on. Okay, -133 for the Jays. Love that bet. At face value, Kansas City's kind of like right now. Total set at 8.5 though on ESPN Bet. That's something I did kind of venture into that world. If you look at kind of Lugo's last few starts, he's been playing absolutely insane. You get him away from home a little bit, it does get a little bit murky. But in this game, I think that we do get some somewhat of a pitching duel, and I look for Chris Bassett to kind of follow up a little bit of a dud he had against the Baltimore Orioles last time out. So let's go look into the leaning category of the under 8.5. That's kind of where kind of almost want to go in that first 5. You don't really know on Sundays what bullpen arms are actually going to be available, and unless you get 7 quality start there for your starters and ride those horses to stay out of that situation, you sometimes can get kind of chasing overs on Sundays as you have these getaway days. Just my take, lean towards the under 8.5, no official play as we look at this game. Okay, the next one on the card, Minnesota and Cleveland. This is one where we get Cantillo going against Urania, and this is something where Cleveland, they won a game yesterday. I believe that one went to extras, and it is kind of shocking. The Guardians, for a team that's above 500, they just don't have that vibe to them, right? It's a team that looks like they're reeling. Plus, you mix in that Class A, and I can't even remember the other Rodriguez. Maybe I can't remember his name, but that gambling. debacle, the atrocity going down in Cleveland. Just another stain to add to my beloved sports town. Okay, but as we look at them, guys, Cleveland's minus 155 on the money line. It's a murky spot. I personally think that there's some value there on Minnesota, just being real. Okay, so if you do like the Twins, they're throwing out basically a misnomer, and no one really knows what he can bring to the table. 5.4 ERA. I do think that as we look at that righty going against Jose Ramirez, wind's blown in a little bit, but I think that Jose and Steven Kwan, I think they kind of go off today. I think Cleveland's team total is how I would bet this game if I was going to get involved more so than a side. Okay, that's kind of how I like this game. Is Cleveland team total going over if you find a 3.5 or 4.5 at plus money. Okay, Yankees and Marlins. This will be a best bet. Simply put, guys, we'll talk about kind of what the Yankees have been up to, and it's not been pretty. Okay, they're missing kind of what we've seen as of recent, and the funny thing about them is they are playing a Marlins team that is not a team that I'd want to be playing right now. Okay, yes, Yankees did win 3 straight versus Tampa Bay, scoring some runs, but no, at Miami, the Marlins are taking care of business, winning 13-12 and 2-0. Now, this is a game where, honestly, guys, this is the pound the alarm fish game of the day, and we're going to kind of go contrarian against the market. Maybe try a little something different new out versus my kind of standard strategies. And this one just smells to me. Okay, so everybody and their brother, Yankees, very publicly bet team. You look at kind of where the betting splits are at, and then we find them damn near almost plus money at minus 106 is the best number available, with Luis Gil pitching on the bump. Okay, he was a great young rookie for the Yankees, his first game back, I believe, and I like to typically fade these guys. Okay, so this is a fishy spot. Yes, he could probably, the way my luck's been this weekend, he could probably go out and throw 7 straight and shutout innings, and maybe plunk a guy at the very least. I'm not going to say that, but the numbers are the numbers, and Cabrera's been serviceable alongside the Miami Marlins bats. So give me the Marlins here at plus money at a plus 108 price. That's a great number. We'll ride it, we'll take it, and let's go for a cash in that regard. Okay, next bet, Giants and Mets. This is another game where, quite frankly, guys, I'm all about potentially the Mets here on the run line. This was a game that I snuck in last night. I did not make my official card, but I did have that lean on the side of the Mets as we faced some very unknowns there for the Giants. Okay, it wasn't an official play, but that was actually one of the bets I did win yesterday for my personal plays. But you talk about the Mets here at a run line price at plus 140 at home. The way they've been kind of stealing the momentum, going against Wisenhunt with a 7.2 ERA, Montas 3-1 on the season. Why not us? Why not us? So I don't mind the Mets here at minus 1.5 as we look at it. At a plus 140 price, that's a good way to stack some units as we look for a comeback. Okay, next bet that we will have an official play in, and this will be in the form of the money line parlay. We're going to be all over the Cubs money line. Okay, we get Rhea after that bad loss. We were on the Cubs run line. They were up 3-0 in the 8th, giving up a 4-run spot to the Orioles yesterday in the 8th. The only inning that the Orioles did score, and we lost the game, lost the bet. Okay, but that was the right handicap. Love the bet. Love them even more today, okay, as they look to win the series. Minus 170 is a little bit too steep, so they are going to be part of that money line parlay. I will share at the end of the video, okay. Pirates and Rockies, we'll talk about that. Keller and Blaylock. This is a game that I could see going over the total of 11. Minus 120 is where I would lean, all right. Oakland and Arizona. We'll talk about the A's. I like the bounce back spot here. Okay, we'll take the Athletics plus 104 on the money line. Coin flip in the form of the pitching matchup that we do have. If anything, I think that it does favor the A's. But the Diamondbacks scoring, I think, 7 yesterday in that contest does give me some pause, but I look for the Athletics bats to bounce back at home. So give me the A's at plus money at plus 104, okay? White Sox and Angels, another game where I do lean towards the White Sox. They've been on that zigzag, and you guys called it, right? You bet the team totals. You go for the White Sox to do well offensively, and they lay a dud. That's exactly what happened yesterday, and that's what we got. So the White Sox team total, that's kind of where I would be at. I think it's over 4.5 at plus money. That would be my best bet in that game. Padres on a bounce back. I like them. Dylan Cease is the only kind of reason why I don't. But the Padres have been very impressive as of recent, as they went on a little scoring slide before this run that they've been on. Losing yesterday, bounce back game. Give me the Padres. That would be kind of a very strong lean, and also one of the ones that I do like on the money line, just a little too steep on the day. Rangers and the Mariners. This is one where I wanted to find a way to back Jacob deGrom in Seattle. Total set at 7.5. No way I can do this, okay? The Rangers minus 130. If anything, I kind of favor the Mariners at plus 128. DeGrom's been great, but he's had some bad outings as well, so that's something that just made me want to stay away from this game, okay? So the no-run first inning here, a great opportunity. Something that I do think maybe a little bit too overpriced, but that's kind of where I look for a first, no score in the first, and I also think that if I was going to play it, I would go Jacob deGrom under 1.5 earned runs at plus money. But it just, I don't like his last few starts, so I'm staying away from it. Okay, Tigers and Phillies. This will be the conclusion of the Sunday Night Baseball. Last game on the slate. Great pitching matchup between Christopher Sanchez and the newly acquired Charlie Morton. Guys, I'm going right to it, and this will be part of that 3-leg money line parlay that pays almost 3-1 in terms of odds. I love the Phillies here. They kind of got screwed yesterday. 2-run jack from the Tigers, and they face Skewball. Okay, I love the Phillies at home. Love them off a loss. Let's take the Phillies here. Sunday Night Baseball to show out, and minus 177 will be that money line price. Okay, so quick recap, guys. If you haven't done so by now, hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and also I'll recap the plays. First, I'm going to start off with that money line parlay. Okay, I'm going to go 1 unit on the Phillies, Cubs, and Mets. Okay, that will pay almost 3-1. That is my best parlay offering. That's going to be how we stack back those units from yesterday. Not chasing. I just really truly like that one. We'll see what happens. But also Marlins plus 108 on the money line, Athletics plus 104 on the money line, and Milwaukee on the run line at plus 104. So a little stacking of the plus 104 numbers. We'll see what happens. But those are my best bets for the day. Good luck on your tickets. Leave a comment down below. What do you all be betting on this Sunday? Let's kind of get back into the green zone, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Cheers.